Good evening. It's Wednesday, and it's time for.
Well,
You can't remember the name, can you?
I never remember the name. Ed does this to me every week, and it's like the name for what is it? The Wednesday Connect.
You were close.
Yeah,
Interconnect.
Interconnect. See, I always forget the.
Shall we just change the name of the program, Wednesday Connect, or
Why
the Wednesday Connection, or write your comments here, people. If you want the name changed, yeah, I'll do it. But that makes me laugh because he can never remember it.
Yeah, well, I think that's cruel. I
Very,
think that's
very,
a
very
cruel
cruel.
note.
Very cruel.
To start what is an
What do
exciting
you mean?
show.
You haven't been here for about a month anyway, so I'm going to make.
Well, I've been busy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
like nobody in the world.
I've
is
been
busy.
spreading myself very thinly, and trying to cover all holes.
Oh, no different. No comment.
Don't do a Munson on me.
Right. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, we won't be plagued by the gremlins that we had last week. Have we got any wood to touch? I'm going to touch some wood there. We have the screens functioning. We have our usual guest, Eric. Our usual guest, Eric, who is coming live from the good old United States.
He's coming from the USA.
Of America.
Come on, yes.
Good evening, guys. Based on the comments that I've heard while I'm backstage, I'm not sure what kind of show am I getting involved with tonight.
Well, anything's possible. Always is on here.
Okay.
Don't push it. But no, it's great to hear from you, Eric, in America. And how's life treating you in the USA?
Life is good so far. I've been barely in the States for 24 hours now, mostly traveling. Today we're taking a sneeze. I'm in the outside weather-wise, so it's a good day to just kind of.
Honestly, I don't know about you, but I'm really feeling the excitement of the USA from Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, it's could I say effulgent?
It's, that's overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
Oh, totally overwhelming.
Honestly.
Do you want me to get the flag out too? I can do that.
Yeah.
Well, you're an American, aren't you? Come on now.
I'm not gonna do that. So anyway.
Honestly.
Now,
boy, do I want to go back to the USA.
Now, before we get too silly, our special guest tonight,
cheeky,
Sarah Davey. I've got her on the screen there, but I don't know whether she's live. Let me just go there and see if we can pick her up from there. She might be having some connection problems because she's in the UK at the moment.
Oh, truly international.
We are going international, but
across the pond, as they say.
It kind of dropped off the screen there. So, okay, I'll continue with the direction.
I'm quite excited about having Sarah on the show because she's done a complete kind of north-south tour of Portugal.
Well, she's
through the photographic medium.
Do you want to try that one again?
Yeah, take two through the photographic medium.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
always
impressive.
It's
always nice to speak with Sarah because she's sensible for one thing, and she likes to explore, go places, and I'd like to talk to her about a little bit about her story, how she got here, and also these beautiful photographs that she sent us. But maybe she's having a couple of connection issues, so I'll let her sort that out for a while, and we will go back to what we were trying to do last week, but in the first part of the program, but. For some reason, it just didn't broadcast. Funny old week last week, wasn't it? Especially with the incident.
Everything seemed to be just a little bit off.
Yeah. So forgive me, Eric. We're going to go back over old ground. I've got some photos that you might recognise here of the Amigos event for those people who didn't see it. So let's pop them up here and maybe we can just talk for 5 minutes while Sarah tries to get herself sorted out. So I'm going to bring those up there. Right. Look at this. Look at this crowd of likely
miscreants.
Miscreants, is that how you call us?
Miscreants.
I want to know, why does Eric always look surprised when you take a photograph of him?
Yeah.
That's not the first time I've seen that Eric with that expression.
I guess when I'm trying to take the selfie, we'll call it, it's like I'm looking up at the screen like that, and it's so close to me that, that's just the kind of look that it gives. But anyway.
Okay.
Honestly, people have built careers on looks like that, Eric.
Oh yeah, now you tell me.
You look startled. You always look startled.
Yeah. It's incredible.
But anyway, this is where we were a couple of weeks ago. Amigos is just outside the Alviazra where I live. They do a regular craft market, but this time we had a craft food and beer festival with added Malia.
And it's a restaurant.
Adidmalia. Do you like that?
Adidmalia.
Adidmalia.
Which is a wonderful, tasty food.
Well, it's a bit chewy.
It's a bit chewy.
Right. So
no, it's a sport.
Let's just work through a few of these. Right.
Okay.
So there was beer, plenty of it.
Now, can't we just remind people what Amigos is? Because it's also a restaurant.
Bar restaurant
and eatery, and meet-up place.
and meet-up venue.
Yeah.
But on this occasion, it was doing all things at the same time. And here we have lots of nice beers, which were good. And just decapitated in the background there, we have two really great young ladies. On the left, we have Zoe, who does those fabulous artworks that I've been putting out of the animals and people. And to the right of her is her younger sister, and she does the most fabulous cookie biscuits in the universe. So I'm always pleased to give a visit to them
Did you try them?
Oh God, yeah.
What
Repeatedly.
what were they like? Really?
Oh yeah.
You're a bit of a biscuit fiend.
Oh
aren't
yes,
you?
they
I
were.
do like biscuits myself.
Them are proper nice.
Yeah.
So,
you are a biscuit connoisseur.
and also,
is that one there?
No. This is a Welsh cake because I'd never had a Welsh cake before.
A Welsh cake.
A Welsh cake boil.
It's, yes, from the valleys.
There's a lady who makes them fresh. That was warm. It's a bit like a scone, whichever you say.
I prefer scone.
Scone.
Yeah. Scone. I like scone.
Always
yeah, I like scone, but that's a very brummy way of saying it. Scones.
Scones.
Do you want a scone with some butter?
Butter and some jam.
Some jam and butter.
Yeah, definitely.
And a bit of beer.
That looks nice.
A bit of beer.
Did you find the scone went with the beer?
Well, that's probably all I was drinking, so you had to go with beer.
Right, fair enough.
Or water. So
yeah.
And some lovely grapes.
Oh yes.
A bit of arty stuff because it's that time of year. You know, the grapes.
Looking through the chicken wire.
The grapes are ripening now. It's coming up to that important time when they're going to be brought in for the Vindima and
harvested. I think
harvested,
yes,
and trodden on, and all those great things. And then there was this guy in a skirt, which Eric came to meet and got friendly with in a nice way.
In a nice way.
And some strange.
Be careful how you say that.
In a purely manly way.
In a purely manly way, yes.
Yeah.
And some guys playing some strange instruments, which suddenly turned up and added a different dimension to the occasion. And there were hot dogs, plenty of.
Yeah, look at those.
Yeah,
they need a drink.
They needed the drink. And then there was the Malia.
Yes.
Malia, right? Malia, when you throw this metal disc down a court, which is about, I think, I can't remember how many, 12 meters long.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a stick at one end, a stick at the other. Basically, you try and knock over each other's sticks or get as close as you can. We tried it. Plenty of expats gave it a go. And there were some lovely people here, some beautiful people, and a few friends. Mr. Peter Wilton Davis there from.
Yes, I know him. Yes. Yeah, he's the guy that organises the beer festival.
In Cashmere de Pera. He came along, gave it a go.
But it's a fantastic beer festival.
It is, but we're not having one this year apparently.
Really?
And there's Eric talking to the man in the skirt.
Yeah.
Yep. See, we were behaving ourselves there. We weren't doing anything
on there. You know, I feel like a meeting of minds.
Sarah, I can see you. I'll get you in a second after I finish this little item. Right, and a lot of people. There were a lot of people.
I don't know if Michael and I were talking about. I don't know if Michael and I were talking about boats, motorcycles, cars, beer, because he had a lot to say about all of that.
Yeah.
What's Michael's surname?
You put me on the spot now. I can't remember.
That's a funny clan.
He's known better to us from the wine club as Migueletto.
Yeah, but has he got a bona fide tartan on there?
He's Welsh. That's a Welsh tartan he's wearing.
Welsh tartan. Right.
Yeah. And we had produce. We had lovely fruit and vegetables and crafts and some other stuff. So a few cakes there as well.
Those look nice.
And you get food and everything, and a bit more Malia. We have my friend who was on the program, Stephen, a couple of weeks back, and also has been on the program there in the middle there, Mark, the man who actually introduced me to Malia, and Suzanne, who was a budding enthusiast, to have a go at it, and I think she'll probably be trying it again, and that's good because it has actually sparked a lot of interest in and around this area. So hopefully we might be able to get it going. And there's me in the first frame on the left, looking like I'm actually knowing what I'm doing. and a couple of other dodgy geezers. Peter here on the right he's played it before, so
it's such a pose there, isn't it?
He kind of knows what he's doing.
I mean, if you really zoomed into that, you'd see a fantastic sort of silhouette.
He's probably let it go there, hasn't he? So that's that. We've dealt with that. That's what you should have seen last week. So hopefully, if I can just come back to get that off there. There we go.
There we are.
Right. Without further ado, I would like to bring onto the screen the lovely Sarah Davey, who is coming live to you from the UK.
Hi, everyone.
Connected properly as we can hear. How are you doing, Sarah?
Yeah, good, thank you. As I said, ironically, I'm coming from the UK and not Portugal because I'm over here for 10 days for work and visiting friends, and then I'll be back in Portugal, which I'm looking forward to. Although I packed a lot of jumpers in my case, and it's been red hot. Although today it was raining, so it seems back to UK normal weather.
No, it's pretty grim over here at the moment. You've gone very dull, damp.
I like it.
Sometimes it's gone a bit warm and oppressive, a bit thundery.
It's a bit British, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a bit sort of like warm.
You've given us the British weather.
Yeah, and a bit sort of tropical.
Tropical.
Yeah.
How strong is that for you?
Leave it out.
Okay.
And presumably it might be the same in the UK.
It could well be. But not great. Not warm.
Let's go over to our weather correspondent in the UK.
It's not too good. So, Sarah, a lot of us know you from Carl's program. You're a familiar face to us. But for those of us out there who've never met you and don't know you, let's do the business end of things. What you do and why you are in Portugal.
Yes, absolutely. So what we do is we help people move their money to Portugal. So we have a lot of American clients, Canadian clients, British clients is selling US dollars, Canadian dollars, British pounds. You need to buy euros, and that's where we come in. We can give you a better rate of exchange than your bank and online providers. But really, it's the hand-holding of the process. People overlook this. They leave it to the last minute, and that's where it can either become more expensive or certainly more stressful. So it's really helping you navigate that. And also people really overlook exchange rate fluctuations. And that's where we have more conversations about clients about managing that. We've seen a lot of movement, especially in the US dollar, about sort of 13% down against the euro, which is quite a significant amount of money. And it's really, how can we help you budget for your move to Portugal, whether it's being, buying a property, or you've got ongoing pension transfers, even myself, ongoing salary transfers. It's really, how can we help manage that and manage your budgets? And then that's how I came to Portugal. I blame Carl really more than anything. He was like, when are you moving to Portugal?
I think that's always a good move.
Planted the seed, and now I'm here.
I always think we could blame Carl somewhere along the line.
I think it helps generally to put the blame on somebody's shoulders.
Yes, I think so.
But now you're spending 10 days in the UK. Yeah, are you missing Portugal at all?
Yes, I mean the weather here has helped. That does actually help make the UK seem better. It's lovely. Don't get me wrong. I love the UK. It's lovely, but no, I'm missing Portugal. It's just little things. Certainly.
Tell me about the little things.
Cost of wine, the cost of food, quality of the food. People say to me when I'm in Portugal, do you miss any UK food? And I'm like, not really, because a lot of the food I miss is really not English. I love a good Indian. I love a good Thai. And we can get them in Portugal. I get a feel because I come back occasionally for work and friends, the Sunday roast, fish and chips. But again, you can kind of get a variant on that in Portugal, some nice slow cooked meat, some potatoes, vegetables. It's really not far off a Sunday roast.
Yeah. Well, you're a bit gluten intolerant, yes, as I remember.
Right.
So who caters best for the gluten intolerant, Portugal or the UK?
I would say the UK only because there's certain things that they can do, to a certain degree better. But overall in Portugal, the type of food I'm eating is gluten-free anyway. Yeah. So generally a lot of fish, a lot of meats, vegetables, potatoes, rice. A lot of the dishes are naturally gluten-free anyway. And actually, I was slightly concerned when I came to Portugal, but it's not an issue. You can get gluten-free pasta. I found a very good Italian restaurant near me that actually does a gluten-free pizza in Portugal.
Wow.
Now you've said that.
Ooh.
We've got one just
Yes,
down the road
down the
here.
road.
They do the best pizzas I've ever had, and they actually do them gluten-free as well. They do vegetarian pizzas, gluten-free pizzas, and it really is a lovely place because you get the entertainment, you get the live music. So next time we're over this way, we'll have to take you there for one of those pizzas because they are nice.
Yeah. What about Eric? Eric, back in the USA, are you indulging in all that wonderful cuisine that the UK,
Pastrami on rye.
Pastrami on rye. Hold the pickle. Hold the sauce.
Truth be told, where I am right now, I would classify as, I don't know if you'd say it's a somewhat rural part of North Carolina. So we're not exactly in the metropolis of like a Charlotte, North Carolina, or a Raleigh or something like that. I'll be heading to Charlotte on Sunday, so I'll be able to partake in a whole lot of different beer because I used to live down there, as you know, and within a 5-mile radius, there was probably 30 breweries that were right around me. So I'm doing a little bit of that. I already have a reservation at a very nice steak restaurant on Monday night because we kind of miss a good steak. Then I'll be heading down to Florida and we'll get a bunch of different cuisines down there and then up to New York after that. So by the time I get back, I'll be looking forward to some good Portuguese food again and things like that.
I tell you what, Eric, seriously, there is a place in Caldas de Rainha. Yeah, I think it's called Meat. I'll have to check this.
It's a
one.
vegetarian restaurant then?
Yes, totally vegetarian. And you and me, kid, we got to go for a steak. I might invite you along as well.
I think,
but you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't really eat steak.
Eat steak.
It's not
right.
One of my favourite meats.
Yeah, and Sarah, if you want it, you're welcome.
Well, Sarah's got some pictures of that.
I like a steak. But going back to the beer, Superbock are doing gluten-free, and you can now get that. I found it in Continente. Wow. So that's exciting for me.
Right, so you get affected by beer too.
Yes, beer unfortunately is not gluten-free. Yeah. That is a miss. Right. On a nice hot day, sitting with a beer, that's a miss. But as I said,
get affected by beer too.
Yeah, the key is drink wine instead. That's what you really do. Right, quick few comments. Here we go. Pat, Mrs. Eric, as we know. Hi, Pat. Hope you had a decent trip there. Lee McGrady. Hi, Lee. And I think Joel, who just might have, yes, I can see him, he'll be joining us very, very shortly because he's our northern correspondent, which will fit in there quite nicely.
Fantastic.
So if anybody else wants to have
a true gent,
a chat with us, there's the link. You can come and join us on that. So without further ado, just to fill the screen up. I hope he's not naked. I'm just. It must be warm down in that.
Is he having a wash?
I don't know. Joel. Oh no, it's
he's all right.
That's all right. It's a flesh-coloured t-shirt.
Oh, all right.
It's a flesh-coloured t-shirt.
Wear more flesh-coloured t-shirts.
I was getting worried then. I really was getting worried. Right, okay, that fits in lovely. Thank you for joining us, Joel, because it's perfect. Because you are our northern correspondent. I'd like to think of you as that. You're Matosinhos based, aren't you? Just north of Porto there.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Now, Sarah, you've done a bit of a tour by the looks of it with all these photographs. In fact, I think you've probably been to more places in Portugal than I have, and you've been here less time. So
yeah,
I did think of this. I my plan is to live here as long as forever, sort of thing. But I'm really cramming a lot in the short space of time.
And that kind of runs into the theory of tonight's program. Is explore Portugal, get out there and have a look at it, because it might only be a small country, but by God, does it change in a very short space, and it's full of a lot of different things. A lot of different scenery, a lot of different people, a lot of different cultures, a lot of different food, a lot of different drinks. And I love it for that reason, really, because it's a small sport of great wonderful things mixed together. I love it. Totally love it.
You're waxing lyrical, so
I like that.
honestly.
I was trying to find the right word.
It's all over the chair.
Yeah, I'll get this mop later on. Okay. So, with your permission, Sarah, I'm going to show through your photos here, right? So, if I pop that up there, which would slide to the side, and I'll go back to the start on this one because I was looking at it earlier. Right, here we go. There you are. Your Northern Portugal highlights. Now, that's where we're going first. You like that, dear? Eh?
Oh, I love this. This is great. Can you just do that with all my photos and just?
I've been a busy bee. So this place we're looking at here, what's that with all the table and chairs outside? Just
I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, so apologies to anyone Portuguese. But
give it a go.
Guimarães?
Guimarães.
Yeah, I think you're almost there.
Yeah, almost there. Is this where the
João will tell us.
He will.
First king was from, I believe?
Okay.
No, that's where first began the Portugal as we know it.
Okay.
So Guimarães was the first city, capital, basically, of Portugal.
Okay. So just let me go for the next slide, and maybe you can tell me. They might have gone out of order.
That's the same place, yeah. So where I parked, there was like a church that you can see on the right-hand side, and you can go up to the top of the church, and that's the view from it looking down. And then sort of at the end of that, I didn't actually go to it, but there's a sort of castle sort of wall that you can walk along. I went to the museum, and because I'm a Portuguese, I've got my residence card, I got into the museum for free. Which is wonderful.
That's a good point. Not many people know that. If it's on a Sunday,
usually it's on Sundays that you have free access to the museums,
which is great, which is lovely for anybody who's living here, isn't it? So basically, we're looking at kind of the back garden of where we just looked at from the front.
Exactly, yes. And then at the end of this garden part, that's where the sort of town was, where I went, where there's a museum, and then there was like a little square that was a sort of cathedral, and I sat in the square and just had a coffee. It was lovely.
Well, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it, really? That's what it's all about. And then we go here. What's that? This is a detail of...
yes. That's a good question. I think on the right, I called a place. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it correctly, but
you've been in Portugal now.
It looked like Viseu, Viseu or something like that.
I just think that always sounds like you're sneezing. It's like
Viseu. It's more phonetically Viseu.
Viseu. I mean, you can just this is the maddening thing about Portuguese. You think you've got
you don't. You actually, when you pronounce Viseu, you don't expire through your nose. You do all through the mouth.
So you're sneezing through your mouth.
So it's not
Viseu.
Cruel.
Viseu.
That's a bit cruel. Now listen to the guy. He's telling us how to pronounce.
Go on. Sorry, go on, Joel.
So you basically expedite your air from your lungs when you say the word Viseu.
Viseu.
So if we're getting Portuguese,
I will say it once slowly so people can try and understand a little bit. Viseu. Probably the closest word in English would be vision.
Vision.
Would people know, if I said Viseu, would people know what I'm saying?
Probably, if they know a little bit of English.
Yeah, but bear in mind, right, that I have been to a Portuguese restaurant, ordered a tuna salad, and got prawn baguette. So I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know, because you got atum, which is tuna, and you got camarões, which is prawns, basically.
Yeah, but they're completely different words.
How did that?
I don't know, but that's fine. Anyway, more pictures.
Yes, this is Viseu. Is that right? Did I do that right? No. No. Viseu.
Oh, you're close. No, you're close. You don't need to push on the Zeu. So Zeu.
Viseu.
I
think I'm getting better. Doesn't get any
I
better.
love this. Visio.
There is some beautiful
Yeah,
architecture.
you're closer.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a biggish place. So when I drove in, there's a lot of modern sort of, I say modern buildings, like obviously where people live, high rises and sort of thing. And this is sort of the old town. I just literally stopped off. But beautiful. They had some lovely flowers and also my mum collects thimbles. So wherever I go, I stop up and try and find a thimble for her.
Thimbles, eh? Has she got one of those big cabinets with all the thimbles in it? And,
Yes, she does. Yes.
I think I've got I did have a load of thimbles. What to do with them?
Oh, well, if they go in spare, you don't want them.
If I can
You
find
live
them
at
here,
home.
you can have them because I don't do much sewing these days because my arthritis.
What about the macrame? You're always at macrame.
Yeah, but that's different, isn't it? But yeah, that's the one on the right. It's very grand. Are they tiles on the wall? I can see there.
Yes, yes. So I don't know quite. I can't remember exactly what that building was, but now we're in Braga.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly can.
Please, because I'm really, really fascinated. I mean, looking at that, I can see classical elements in that styling.
Here
right?
we go.
No, seriously, but I want to ask Joel, how would you classify that building in terms of architectural history?
Yeah, architecturally, there's a Portuguese thing, which is I need to remember it because I actually had this when I was in high school.
Yeah.
It is a mixture of medieval with
classical,
modern classic, something
I
like
can see real classical
that.
elements.
It has its own name architecturally wise, because the closest you can see is looking at, for example, the monastery in Lisbon.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I can see that.
Where also is the Navy Museum is also attached to it. That monastery has basically, it's what's been classified as the Portuguese architecture back then. So
yeah, because the amazing thing about Sarah's pictures is you look at these buildings could only be in Portugal. They are, to me, uniquely Portuguese.
I've blown it up for you so you can see it.
And it's really fascinating. And I would love, I mean, like I say, I can see the sort of balustrades and that type of thing. I can see the classical symmetry in it all. But there's another twist in there. Like there's Baroque elements.
Yes, I've just Googled the place to find it so I could see, and it does say Baroque architecture.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I said Baroque about 3 minutes ago.
He did.
Yes, get in there.
To be honest, he did say that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well done, well done. Apparently, it was a former home of a wealthy merchant.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, and what a view! What a view!
You know,
I mean, imagine that's your house. Wow.
I mean, get up in the morning, it's like, yes.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be a good day today.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll land an aeroplane in my garden.
Yeah. Eric, you ever been to any of these places?
Up in Braga, I've not.
No.
I've been to the palace in Cluj outside of Lisbon. And yes, I did go there on a Sunday, and I didn't pay for it because I had my residency card.
And everything.
So, Sarah, what was your impression of the North? Sorry to butt in there.
Oh, I love the North. I mean, it's on the bucket list of my places to visit in Portugal. I mean, the plan is to really, I need to go back and spend a few days in a few places and travel around more. I mean, I did quite a lot. I was very fortunate, but there's so much more to see and do. You really need to spend time up there. But absolutely really loved it up north.
So on a scale of 1 to 10 in like places to visit in Portugal, if we talk generally the North, where would you put it?
It's just above the middle, going up.
You're answering Sarah's question.
Places to visit. I would say it's high up as a sort of, I'd say 8, maybe.
Whoa,
very
8,
high for
really
me.
good.
I love it personally. There's lots to see, lots to see and do up there. So it's definitely worthwhile.
That is high praise coming from a Lisbon girl because
Mm-hmm.
you've got almost everything there.
It tends to have.
I mean, a small part of me, you know, I love where I live and it obviously works very well for work, but I could definitely see myself living, if not where I am, some sort of near Porto. I would like to be.
Love Porto.
I love Porto because Porto, with the deepest respect to Lisbon, which I love also, right? But Porto has a magic to me.
Yeah.
It has like a faded grandeur, which kind of like an epoch has moved through it and left a kind of like an artistic, creative sort of sprinkle, which I can't find in many other cities. I love Porto.
But then again, I've never been to Braga, I should say, because that looks pretty nice too.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, it means that I'm near sort of a city. There's probably work I could do there, but also then it gives me access more to the north, like Braga and places like, and you've got an airport there. So there's a lot. And for me, I come from the northeast of England, so Durham originally.
Newcastle. Like, we could tell, couldn't we? Your accent is really amazing.
And unfortunately, they don't fly to Newcastle from Lisbon. So
Really?
that's a small challenge. But apparently they will.
Well, actually, I think that's a bit of a blessing.
Wow.
So what's your French is not then? Okay.
But Braga was lovely. It was a really lovely place. Even if you just want to visit for a weekend, there was lots to see and do. Everywhere you turned, there was a beautiful building. You can get to it on, if you are more Lisbon or around there, there's a train that people took to get there. We had, because it was a bit of a meetup, we had people from Coimbra there that took the Flexibus or Flexbus or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
There's still a lot accessible if you don't have a car.
Yeah, Flexbus actually.
And
So,
Sarah, would you say it's easier to get around some of these areas than it would be in Lisbon? Less people around to navigate through?
Sorry, say it again. I missed that.
You broke up there a bit, Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I said, is it easier to get around some of the places like this up in Braga than it would be in Lisbon? Less people that you have to navigate through.
I mean, they're smaller places, really. I mean, Porto is smaller than Lisbon, and then Braga is smaller again. Would I say there was probably less tourists around? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't know if there's more pictures, but I went to a few places and there wasn't really anybody there, which I found very strange. There's not as many tourists as we would find sort of in the UK or other areas, I think.
Right.
So,
Right.
It's interesting to hear, right? And I want you to watch Joel's face when I say this. In Braga, they reckon they do a better Franceschina than they do in Porto because they reckon they invented it.
Can you explain to everybody what a Franceschina is?
Well, I can tell them what a Franceschina is.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
I will make it short. I will explain. Franceschina is a Portuguese version of a coucle monsieur.
Oh, I say.
Is that French?
Yes.
Did the French have a word for that?
I think
couple monsieur. Basically, the difference between the Francesinha or the little French girl.
Is that like
couple monsieur is the added cheese on top, the 3 types of meat instead of 2, I think, and the sauce.
So basically, you get a load of meat, as much meat as you can possibly can,
cheese, and sauce,
smack an egg on top,
bread,
cover it with this spicy sauce,
egg, and a slice,
and it ends up, so
it's a stack, right? And you've got to try it, haven't you? You've got to try it once.
I think I have. It's one of those love-hate things, isn't it? Really?
It is a thing that I love the most. I love to death, but there's AVC attached to it, so I can have a cardiac arrest if I do it. But I love it. It is the one of. It's not you cannot say that Francesinha is a traditional dish because it isn't. It is something that started to be implemented gain more popularity in Porto in the 90s. But honestly, it is basically Porto in a dish.
So Joel, what do you think the national dish of Portugal is definitively?
Pastel de nata?
No, that is a Lisbon thing that's spread throughout the country. But
I'll have to go for a bifana, really, because everybody eats bifana somewhere in
What
Portugal.
about bacalhao?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know it is considered a Portuguese fish, but it is
Norwegian, isn't it?
it's fished in the Netherlands, more or less.
Yeah, it's not really Portuguese, can it? So
No, but I'm talking about the dish. You know, there's a joke that goes around that there's 365 ways to serve bacalhao, right?
No, there's more than 365 ways.
Wow.
Right. Okay. This next slide here, right? I can't help but first time I read it, I thought it said, "Oh, darling, let's be adventurous."
I thought said that.
I thought this is going to be a nice book, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought this. So what is this, Sarah? Clear up the.
It's a restaurant in Porto. It was lovely. You felt like you sort of went through. You could sit in the main bit, but you go to the back and there's a lovely courtyard, and the way it's like you're transported to a completely different country. It was lovely, and also it was really hot day, and they spray like a fine mist with the fans, so it's a little bit cooler, which is nice. So here we go. It's really nice food.
It does look nice. I could deal with this place. I think I really could. It seems
but actually, going back to the how do you say it,
Franciscina?
Yes. I can't have it, unfortunately, because I've got the gluten intolerance. But it's quite a British thing. The sauce over chips, very nice.
Wow.
I'm looking at Joel's face again. Sauce over the chips, Joel. How does that go?
No, it goes like this. For those who can eat the traditional francesinha, you have the francesinha. You put all the gravy that it comes on the side inside of the dish. Then you pick up the French fries and you put it inside the dish alongside with a sandwich. And you eat all the thing at the same time. You leave a couple of French fries at the end to scoop up the rest of the gravy. And you can go home expecting to probably not have a heart attack.
Okay.
Now that's starting to sound like a dog's dinner to me.
But
it looks like a dog's dinner, but actually I don't mind eating all of it.
You could have a Franciscina if it was on gluten-free bread, couldn't you?
You can, but I've never found that. So if anyone if anyone's seen it, has somewhere that will do that, I will try. In lieu of that, I've gone with the sauce, and then I feel like I'm quite British because we put curry sauce, we put gravy on chips, so it's just the same.
Yeah, we do. That's true. That is
honestly, that curry sauce with chips. Yeah, and a nice piece of fish, and some mushy peas. Yeah,
you are so British.
Fabulous.
Right. Okay, let's go for more.
British anxiety for a curry that was the Portuguese introduced to the Indians.
There are some great curries here. There's some places. I mean,
Ganesh is our man for that. Ganesh is
honestly, Sarah. The next time you come to Tamar, we'll go to the real curry house.
The best one in Portugal.
Ooh,
I would say.
Honestly, throw that one down because
Ganesh is like what?
Well, he's a god, isn't he?
He's a god.
He takes after Ganesh, the god.
Ganesha.
Ganesha.
No, I don't want a deity.
Yeah, a deity. Yeah. That's what I'm after.
But no, his curries are fabulous.
As I keep saying about Ganesh, right? Back in Birmingham, I could put his shop on the Curry Mile, and he would stand against anything around him. So,
and we know what we're talking about here.
We do.
Seriously.
Well, so, I remember when I first met you, and you told me this story about how you drank the water with the lemon.
Oh, that's me. Oh God, you're gonna do this on live?
Yeah.
In the Chinese restaurant. When you drank the finger bowl.
Right. I'm sorry. I've got to clarify for everybody watching. Right. When I was young and very foolish, went to a Chinese restaurant with my girlfriend, still early, and with the family, trying to be a bit show-offy, and ordered Chinese tea. And we finished the meal, and then they put the bowl, because Chinese tea comes in a little bowl, doesn't it, without a handle
with a few twigs in and stuff.
And I thought, okay, so trying to look cool, I dutifully drank down this lemon tea, which was a bit acrid and a bit bitter. But I thought, I'm not gonna flinch. And then the waiter came back with the tea and said, "Where the finger bowl? Where the finger bowl?" And that is the God's honest truth. That is me. That is mine. element of suaveness. But anyway, that's my disgrace. Still finds it funny. Porto, my favourite city of Porto. Lovely.
Oh, yes.
Had some magical times in Porto. I really have, with friends, relatives, etc. You want to tell us about your experience of it, Sarah?
Oh, yes, it was lovely. And the weather was lovely. I mean, people keep saying to me a lot that, it rains more in Porto. But I don't know what they're comparing it against. Because if you're comparing it against Lisbon, that might be the case. But if you're comparing it against the UK, I don't think so. It rains a lot in the UK, so...
Out of 365 days of the year, in Porto you probably get, in a not optimistic view, about 120 days of rain, more or less.
Which is brilliant, because it gives you all those mists, those romantic mists, and when the sunlight breaks through the mist. The thing with the north here in Porto, especially in Matosinhos, when you go to near the coast or near the beach, is you always have that fog during the morning, even during the summer, which is great for you to have a tan and not look like a shrimp. Yep. Very important for British people.
Yes.
Yeah, so when I used to go with my father to the beach, we used to go to Lessa de Palmeira, not Matosinhos. We prefer Lessa de Palmeira, even though the sea was a lot rougher on the northern part of the dock. But we used to go there around 8:30 a.m., which is still a little bit foggy. Put out the towel, take off the clothes, and just keep the trunks, and you will be toasted before noon. So it was rather nice.
I need to get the power lead. Just hold the fort. I've got a small technical problem here, but I can solve it. Don't worry.
We have a power lead problem. However, right, I want to ask you, Joel, people that have never visited Porto, what have they got to do when they visit Porto? Think about the people that have never seen Porto. What kind of activities or places have they got to go to?
Okay, so you always have now in all the touristy areas in cities around the world, you always have the obvious tourist traps, but you can always avoid them, and there's still plenty to see outside of the normal tourist areas, like Ribeira, for example. You can avoid that. You can go a little bit up north. Inside of the city, you have, for example, the area of Campanhã, near the train station, where you will find older churches, museums. You have the military museum, for example. There you pay, at least the last time I was there, I paid €3 to enter the military museum, for those who are interested. You have also another museum near Avenida da Boa Vista, which is basically also an art gallery, and it's all year round open.
Because it's quite a cultural place, Porto, isn't it? You've got the music college.
Really, really
you know,
it may not look like it, because old buildings, hilly city,
but you've got the port, and you've got the wine history, and you can go all those places you can visit. Tell me something about the port houses and how they're connected to Porto.
Do you like port even, Joel? I never asked you that question.
What?
He's got too many questions here.
How do you like Porto wine?
I drink it occasionally.
Okay, sorry.
So what about the port houses and all of that? What do they offer to the tourist?
Well, they usually provide with cheese and wine tasting, and try to entice you into buy a bottle or two, which is normal for the business. But then again, it is on Ribeira, on Vila Nova de Gaia side, and tends to be a lot of now it is more of a tourist trap thing, at least in my view.
But you're kind of given, obviously you've lived in the area, you know it's normal to you, but really people coming fresh to Porto would really love the kind of visits to the port houses. I mean, you have tailors.
Yeah, you have tailors, you have Sandman, Porto, obviously, Off-Lake.
There's loads.
Kopka.
Which you off Porto Offley, which actually began with a British merchant, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the headquarters is on the other side, on Ribeira, on the other side. I mean, on my side of the Douro River. And
I heard something. John,
interesting place to visit.
You can confirm this. That all the port houses are generally on the Gaia side.
All the wineries are on the Vila Nova de Gaia side.
And that was because in the old days, was the rent cheaper on that side of the river than on the other? Because was it the Bishop of Porto was charging too much?
The thing also, you can see the sec. I think there's sec that is called. You have the monastery on top.
Yeah.
You're looking at the river and against the other side of Vila Nova de Gaia, which you also have. It started as a convent, then it was a military quarters.
Yeah.
Then now it is converted into some sort of museum. I'm not sure now because I never visited.
Yeah. And what about that view you can get from the bridge?
Which bridge?
This one, the
one you can walk over.
The Eiffel Tower one, as I call it.
Yeah, the guy
it's not
the Eiffel Tower.
It's not the Eiffel Tower. It's made by a student of Eiffel.
Right.
So
but it's fantastic.
It used to be two bridges that were over there.
What's it called? What's the name of that bridge?
The one on the picture below, it's called Dom Luís.
Yeah, it is. There's a lovely hotel right by the side.
Got to have a walk across that.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's a total experience.
Before in the 80s, a person could drive on both platforms, on the top and on the bottom. Now, only on the bottom, and I think I'm not sure if they already concluded the rebuilding of the lower section or not.
Mm-hmm.
But now probably will be just limited to public services and transports. I'm not sure because they are building a newer bridge a little bit up north for the tram, for the metro system, and probably will also have car crossing.
Right, got to move on because we're getting bogged down in the slide there. This place here, Sarah, was this in Porto as well?
It was in Porto. So I stayed in the Ibis, which I'd recommend. Is very reasonably priced, and they're all the one I said is like been refurbed, and the beds are very comfortable. And I was looking for somewhere to eat, and this is not far around the corner. I think it's attached to another hotel, but I'm not sure what that's called. But it was really cool place. You could just go for a drink when you go in on the left. You come in from that side, and then you see sort of it's like a living room kind of feel to it.
Yeah, that's nice. I could see me there. I could
which
cigar.
is quite cool.
I might have a cigar. Yeah. It has been known occasionally in my life.
I don't know if they restrict smoking in there, but I'm sure not. Perhaps I didn't see anyone smoking. But the principle though is because obviously I was by myself, so it's slightly different. But you encourage to kind of sit where there's a space, even if other people are on another chair. Sort of that kind of nice community feel. And then there was a bar on the left. You can see on the right hand side, the top picture.
Yeah.
And then at the back, there's these sort of long benches, and that's the restaurant. And the principle is it's like there was other things on the menu, but the steak was like a butcher's. So you go up to the counter, which is the kitchen, and you speak to this guy here or the chef, and there's meat down at the bottom, as you can see in the picture, just like a butcher's, raw meat. And you tell him, like, he asks you what kind of meat you normally eat, what do you like, that sort of thing. So I said I like ribeye or this, that, and the other. And then he picks this slab of meat up and recommends that I'd like this. What kind of size do I want? So, you give him an idea. And then he slices it, weighs it, makes sure you're happy with it, and then asks how you'd like it cooked. And then they cook it. And I ordered a side, and it came. And he said, when they delivered it, they said, if it's not cooked enough, you can send it back. They'll cook it further or whatever. It was one of the best steaks I've had. Really good. And also it was a cool experience.
Yeah. It looks a lovely place. It really does. Now, you did on your original set of photographs, you put your receipt, how much you paid for it.
Yes,
I didn't put that because it's got your details on it, so I didn't put it in there.
Oh, okay. Well, the reason I did that was because obviously then I suddenly thought as I sat down, I don't know how much this is going to cost me, because no one's talked anywhere. I couldn't see prices really, or like what I just ordered. But I thought, okay, well, when in Rome. But it cost me, I think it was a 300-gram steak, and it cost me 23 euros.
Wow.
No. You can't moan at that in a place like that, of that sort of, ambience and class, and it's lovely. And that's what I love about Portugal. I mean, generally speaking, you don't get ripped off too much. In the majority of places, there are places that you will, pay premiums, but that's very reasonable in a big city.
Bad. I mean, yes, obviously, places that I've been to, out in local areas, you can get steak for much cheaper. But as I said, it was very good, and it was just the whole experience as well. And you're in Porto, in a city as well.
Yeah, which is lovely. I think just take a breather now. Just everybody breathe in, because we've done a lot of work there. Cool down. So you obviously enjoyed your little trip up north, and it's a great place to get a different view of a different city and a different lifestyle. And it always makes me laugh because they have different words for things like the beer. Whereas you don't order any Imperial, do you? Because if you do that, they look at you strange. Is it what's it called up there?
Beaker.
A beaker. Now, to me, a beaker is a coffee.
Yeah.
I always thought a beaker
is a coffee. Sorry. Oh boy.
What's it called? I've forgotten the name of it. Come on, anybody out there, tell me it's not Imperial. It's a Fino.
I always order Connecta. Connecta's big beer.
That's all he knows. A bucket. Just give me a bucket. That's
a bucket.
I'll give me a bucket. That's it.
Give me a bucket.
A Fino.
A Fino. My Fino. That's more fine.
That's what it.
Give me a Fino.
Yeah, Fino.
Wow, it's complex.
Because I did it.
Complex because it is a tall, thin glass that opens up a little bit on the top.
Right. Is that a Fino?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I ordered a beer and a Connecta, everybody would know what that is in Porto.
English.
Yeah. But then again, if you order Portuguese beer, for example, a Badia or a Bohemia, which is higher content of alcohol, I would not recommend you drink from a Connecta.
A Connecta, yeah.
Yeah, because it will fall off.
Yeah, but this is him you're talking about. This is
the sponge.
It is not a Guinness.
So, Joel, is there anything else other than obviously your Franceschina that if you go to Porto, you really should try what as a good Portense meal?
What about the seafood? You always associate Porto with seafood. For me,
it's not really Porto. It's more Matosinhos, where I live. Matosinhos is associated with seafood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because every single restaurant in Matosinhos near the coast will provide you an extensive menu of fish.
So come on, spill the beans, right? Yeah, that means tell the truth. When we're going for fish, Porto, what are the main
fish? Matosinhos.
All right, Matosinhos. Yeah,
I think I said that right.
Yeah, Matosinhos. When we're in Matosinhos, what are you going to advise us in terms of fish? Yeah, or peixe to buy.
What's good?
What's good? Is it robalo?
No, you can eat.
No, that's dorado.
No, because the thing is, the fish market or the docks in Matosinhos, they all provided the fish, fresh fish for the local restaurants. So usually, any restaurant in Matosinhos near the docks, you walk in, you ask for a fish dish, any fish dish, it will be fresh.
Right. But what do you prefer to eat as a Portuguese person?
As a Portuguese person that supposedly should be adapted to cod, and I don't like it, I prefer salmon. Actually,
now.
I rather enjoy salmon, but I tend to cut a little bit on the fish.
Okay, so you're not a great
fish lover.
Yeah. I'm not a great fish lover, coming from a fisherman's family.
Yeah, because the Portuguese, I think they're the biggest fish consumers in Europe.
Really?
I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and also the wine consumers in also one of the top wine consumers in Europe too.
Yeah. So, but let's combine the fish and the wine. Okay.
We need some bread now, isn't it? You've got a biblical sort of reference coming in.
You really have. But I mean, you've got to have like, I mean, my favorite is Dorado, which is a sea bream. Yeah. Which is fabulous fish. Nice. But Robalo, which is a sea bass, which is fabulous. Robalo.
Come on, do it properly.
Yeah. Which is another great fish. I love salmon, obviously, salmão. But I think that it's not so good here. The way they cook it, they kind of grill it and burn it.
When you say here, do you mean in the middle, centre, or do you mean?
Well, I haven't had it in Porto so much, but
no. Usually the salmon here in Matosinhos will be grilled.
Yeah,
usually.
Interesting.
Not cooked.
Eric, do you eat much fish in Lisbon? Are you a fish lover, or are you just pure steak?
Occasionally, when we go out, I'll order a fish dish. We don't have it a lot at home though. Okay. It's generally grilled. Or roasted, potatoes and vegetables, a lot of olive oil, and that's usually how I like it.
Right. Okay. Now, Sarah, I know you're probably a busy lady, and I'm completely forgotten about this, and I'm taking up loads of your time. So we're going to do part 2. You went south this time, didn't you? And just remind everybody where you went. Can you give us an intro as to your little trip?
Yeah. So I went to the Alentejo. It's interesting because I went last year. And I didn't realize how big an area it was. So I kept telling everyone, I'm going to Alentejo. Like it's like a small place and they'd know where I'd be. But I mean, it's such a big place. I mean, there was so scope that I could be anywhere because it is more to the east. But it goes further south of Lisbon. And then also out to the coast then as well. So it's such a big area. But I was near Castel David. And this time I went to Évora. And this is he's going to laugh at me. Estremoz, which is obviously near the Spanish border. But again, loads of lovely places to visit that I didn't visit. Like I didn't go to Elvish, and then obviously you're near the Spanish border as well. So there's still loads of places to go.
Shall we have a look? There we go. So where are we now?
We're in Évora.
That's Évora.
Yeah.
The Temple of Diane.
It was. I felt like we were in Greece. I mean, it was just very different.
Yeah, what do you want to go there for? It's all falling to bits.
Yeah, I mean that restaurant needs a bit of work, doesn't it?
Yeah. But beautiful place.
And polish. It actually is a Roman building.
Really? I mean, that for Roman remains, that's quite impressive, really.
It is.
For example, Vila do Conde, you still have Roman aqueducts throughout the entire city of Vila do Conde and Portugal.
Interestingly, right? Did you know that Roman wine was extremely potent? It was 20-odd% in alcoholic value. So that's why there were so many orgies and unscrupulous things going on. But let's not dwell on that too much. So let's go to what's that on the right there? What am I looking at there?
I'm not sure, to be honest. There was a sort of courtyard place next to the next church there on the left.
Right.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Look at those vaulted ceiling and those tiles. Wow.
Beautiful. We didn't do everything because, again, like to go back. So there's apparently a sort of area or a church that's got lots of skulls and bones in that you can see. It sounds very Indiana Jones, which we didn't go to.
Right. Okay. That's beautiful, isn't it? There's really some work in that. That is really lovely.
It's kind of got Gothic twist to it.
Here we go.
That ceiling,
the vaulted ceiling.
What do they say? Gothic.
Gothic. Yeah, that style is called Manuelino.
Yeah. Why is that then?
It's during some king,
The reign
I
of
think, Manuel the First. I'm not.
right.
If
Manuel.
Santoni was here, he would probably correcting me. I'm not sure. So.
See, when I'm looking at that, I'd look at that, say that's definitely got a Gothic sort of
being cute, look about it.
Not being. Shut up. Right. I'd definitely say it's got a Gothic twist to it. Yeah. Definitely big Gothic influence.
All day, every day.
Yeah, but a Romano influence as well.
And you see, we are so lucky in Portugal because there's quite a few places like this. I mean, you go to Tomar, you go to Alcobaça, you go to Batalha.
Yeah.
They are really, really great places to go.
Really, really fabulous. I love all of that. Yeah. I really do.
So I mean,
look at this.
The round table. Ooh.
Oh, we're going a bit baroque here.
No, look at that ceiling. That is something special, isn't it?
The one on the right. When I went in that room, it was like, wow, the colours on the walls. It was, yes.
And was this still was this Evra or was this somewhere else?
It's still in Evra, yes.
I must
imagine if that's your dining room.
Yeah.
Although someone did say that maybe that's where they put the coffin on, but I not.
I love that.
That is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, I just really want to go there. I want to go there and sit there and look at that because that is just so inspiring.
Well, maybe you should.
I mean, it's almost like a high Renaissance going into Baroque with some Gothic twist to it. I tell you what, and that kind of round sort of like table with those round chairs.
Yeah, you don't expect the Knights of the Round Table to be there.
No. But it's just so Portuguese. I just can't. I
have seen some garden furniture styled like that. I thought, what a great idea! But I can see where they've got it from. Where the inspiration, somebody's been to Evra, haven't they? Hey, we can do something with this. That's lovely. Honestly, that's something special.
That is beautiful. Thank you for those pictures. Those are really,
you must have so enjoyed
lovely.
This.
Yes.
And what is
on the left is still Evra.
Yeah.
The right is the other place. How do you say Estremoz?
Estremoz.
Now I googled that. That was a lovely place. That seemed sort of a little bit wealthier place. Beautiful. And we googled it. I don't know if it's true what I read, but I think there's a lot of marble from that area. Like I think it said like 90% of the world's marble comes from there. I could have got that wrong.
Yeah, there's actually steel around that area. There's still open mines to collect marble that is actually exported to other countries.
I think Portugal is one of the leading marble suppliers in the world.
Mm.
So let's go again to. Oh, hang on, what's happening here? This looks nice. What's this?
This is the place. It's got this massive fountain in the middle. It's beautiful. I mean, it helps obviously.
Wow, look at that!
Day, but look at the colours. Yeah, it was a really beautiful place.
Where's that, Sarah?
Sorry,
where is it?
Estremoz.
Really?
Yes.
Are you allowed to paddle? Are you allowed to dip your feet in? Is that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably in the summer you will see a lot of kids jumping around there.
Yeah, you'd have to really, wouldn't you? With a fountain that side. That's nice though, isn't it? You don't see a fountain that big, and it's clean as well.
Look at the size of that.
Wow.
I mean, to actually give that to the centre of a town, that space, that's something incredible.
And there's a big place on top of the hill. I wonder what that is. Is that something relevant or? It's quite nice.
Yeah, it was a really lovely place.
Right. I like this place in the middle.
Yeah,
it's got a bit of something.
With the tiles.
Are those tiles, are they?
Honestly, that is just so Portuguese.
That's lovely.
That is just, that could be in Porto.
The same place. They've got a market. I think it's every Saturday. We were there on a Saturday and there was a big market. It was a real mixture of fruit and vegetables, meats, cheeses. There was some pottery and things like that. And then on the other side, very much a kind of, I'd say a flea market kind of thing. There's people selling like their, not antiques as such, but, selling things from their home. And then there was sort of plants and then there was animals. We did see a lot of like chicken, ducks.
Yeah.
Usually you see that a lot, for example, in the market here in Matosinhos, where the market near the dock, you will see livestock where even Pete, I think he bought a pheasant there.
Pheasant, yeah.
I didn't know you could actually buy pheasant.
That was good pronunciation there.
Wow.
Fantastic. Pheasant. Well done.
I really do like that place. I've not seen anything like that.
I love that place with the tiles.
Yeah.
I love tiles. I love Portuguese tiles.
too.
They're so fascinating.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of them are kind of semi-Art Nouveau and kind of classical mixes of and semi-Art Nouveau. And they are so beautiful. If you go to even like Caldas de Rainha and you just walk and you can see so many like instances of facades covered in all sorts of glorious colours.
Just don't look in the shop windows because you get some other porcelain article.
Or there is. I was in a cafe upstairs, and they've got the umbrellas hanging, and I thought, oh, they're lovely. And then you see what's hanging on the bottom of the umbrellas.
Like
are we talking about something male?
Like some male crackle.
Yes.
That's what I say about Caldicurania. It's
Well, it was from Alentejo that, for example, a saddle maker, traditional saddle maker, Portuguese, made around 30 saddles for Peter Jackson, the Lord of the Rings.
okay.
Right.
It was around Alentejo.
Well, talking of Lord of the Rings, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but Sarah's lighting tonight is very Lord of the Rings-esque.
Well,
Can you see that?
No, I can't discuss that.
It's almost like
I can't
Elrond or something like that.
I can't discuss your alter ego, can I, Sarah?
I don't know how you've done that lighting, but I tell you what, it's just like it's like
That's so
angelic.
funny. Because I did, as I said, I did dress up as an elf. Like my friends organised like a Lord of the Rings sort of festival in Italy. We went.
Well, you
look so good. It's
you've
so
excelled
suits you.
with the lighting. Honestly,
it is you. No, you've not seen the pictures. She makes the most great elf.
Really?
Yeah, she could have been an extra in the film. It just suits.
Could have been an extra. I know. I obviously missed my calling in life.
Absolutely.
Well, you've done it with the lighting. I'm just thinking Lord of the Rings.
It's that Sauron's eye behind you.
No, that's Joel.
No, that's it.
No, I cannot be a Sauron. I probably will look more like a goblin, not a goblin, a gnome.
A gnome.
I think what was it? What was Christopher Lee? What was he play? He was
Sauron.
Yeah, I think long hair, Joel.
Yeah,
with the colour of
definitely.
Beard. I think
And
so.
the height.
The height, yeah. I mean, you are big for a Portuguese guy, aren't you?
You are.
What you can't see is
average. Yeah.
Joel's normal greeting to me is to pick me up under his arm and give me a good shaking, basically all over the place, like some puppy with a new toy. He's a big lad.
Well, you consider that a more traditional salute compared to what I do to Lee, which is twist his nipples.
Well, there
you go.
Well, you're doing your own time, your own business.
And you two, when you get together,
you can keep that to yourself.
Please don't send any pictures or anything like that.
We don't
want to know.
We don't need pictures.
Anyway, moving swiftly.
Let's go to another slide. I think this is the last one here. So
yeah, we're actually back in Évora. I was recommended this restaurant. Apparently, it's quite well known in Évora. Oh, it was very good. I had the black pork. Really very good food.
Black pork. Tell us about black pork, Sarah.
Not black pork.
Pork.
I honestly don't know much more about that. I just know that it's very, very delicious, and I would recommend it to anyone.
Well, it's probably renowned to be one of the highest quality pork products you can buy, because they're fed on acorns.
I think they're fed on acorns, yeah.
Which is adds something to the flavour. And for me, I like pork, but I also like javeli as well, the wild boar.
Yeah.
So they're probably two things I love the most. So I probably would have enjoyed that meal.
I think that's quite synonymous with Portugal, the black pork.
Yeah.
I don't see that in the UK, and we have pork.
No.
So that's very much a Portuguese.
It's not black, obviously. It's a bit darker than normal pork, but I understand what they're doing. But it is a fabulous taste.
I think isn't the pig black when you look at it? The actual pig.
I don't know. Perhaps what you mean the skin.
They are black.
Yeah. Porco preto. Right. He's a black pig.
Preto. So I mean, but you've got to try it. If you come over to Portugal, one is the javeli, which is wild boar. which is fabulous.
I just want to hunt one and run off with it in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's just,
But,
it's really lovely.
Personally, I think what shades it is the black pork.
You reckon now?
Lagach.
I'll probably because
Those are great as well.
It's wild and it's gamey. I really do love Javelin.
Yeah.
Big time. So
Can be a bit dry though.
It depends how it's cooked. Yeah.
I've never had that with black pork.
But you also can eat turkey, and it's the same thing. It's dry as well.
It's true.
Yeah. But I really honestly think black pork is a speciality of
But
the
then
Portuguese.
again, a turkey won't rip your leg off if he gets angry with it. Really.
True, and it won't gore you.
No, there you go. So,
No, but it can beak you to death.
well,
BQ.
BQ.
Oh,
Okay.
I'd like to see that.
Or you could do what Pete does and give them aguardent, and then well, that's
Does he give turkeys aguardent?
only when he's going to get them ready for the
Oh,
oven.
right, when they're getting ready for
But
the
they die
chop.
happy. They always die happy.
He's a humane guy.
He is.
Yeah.
He could do the really awful way with the pair of shears, like some people do. But
Yeah.
it gives them a good drink before they go, so they die happy.
Bless him.
Yes, die happy. and well,
Aguardent.
what was I going to say? Yeah, this little restaurant here.
It looks
You had
lovely.
the black pork. Do you have any wine with that, Sarah? Any nice red wine?
Well, she had a white wine, which was
Oh,
nice.
oh my God.
It's fun. It's only because we started with octopus, so
Yeah.
we kind of went white, and then we were sticking with that, so that was nice. But there's some lovely wine. It's still getting my head around the wine, I would say, in Portugal, understanding it and the different grapes to
Come over
to
here.
used to. Still difficult.
Just Sarah, just try some of that as well if you ever get a chance, right?
She
Because
can't. She's gluten intolerant.
well,
No, I know.
take my fun away. We call it brain fog.
It
don't
is
we?
brain fog.
Brain fog.
It
yes.
actually rapidly reduces brain cells at an alarming rate, as you can tell.
But in Estremoz, we went to a restaurant called Howard's Folly, and they have a bar there and wine tasting, and they're winemakers. They get the grapes from different vineyards, not necessarily all the ones that they own. And what you can do is they do a tour around where they make the wine in the back. So they show you how they do a lot of stuff still manually in the press the grapes and the different process, which is quite interesting. And they've still got sort of the jars that are obviously made out of clay or whatever, and you can look in and there's different things bubbling away, and it's very interesting actually.
But
I
really,
highly recommend that.
really, you've only scratched the surface of Portugal. Really, you've done a little soiree around the country, a bit of a taste this, taste that, but there is still loads more. I mean,
Yes.
the Minho region, for one, I've never been there. I'd like to go there. You know,
Yeah.
the Serra de Estrela. There is so many different places you could go to within a couple of hours, really.
Absolutely. I mean, even in that area, they say there's more local wine that's very good that we didn't try. There's river beaches.
Yep.
There's a couple we met that their friend runs some sort of outdoor pursuit about an hour south of there on a massive lake area. You can do sort of kayaking and things like that. There's so much to do in the area.
Mm-hmm. So, Eric, have you learnt anything tonight? Is anything?
Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, I think we have to have a new show, The Adventures of Sarah. Maybe to have like a monthly spot for her, because she seems to around all these spots. So it's very
she's
nice.
been great. She really has. I mean, I really, really thank you for your time. I know you're
It's been interesting.
a busy lady, but
Yeah.
maybe if you do go on another trip, you can take some more pictures and then come and share them with us, because we're all learning something here. And
absolutely. I mean, that's how I know, some of the places I went to were recommended by the people that I know, and some I just discovered. So yes,
and that really is the purpose of this program, is to share information, is to share experiences and just spread the word. Basically, that's what this channel does. That's what I've set it up for, and I will encourage people to do that at whatever level. So tonight you've been quite inspirational. You've took us a whirlwind tour almost around Portugal, and it's been absolutely lovely. And as ever, I say this every week, I aim the program for about an hour, but it never happens. And as we can see, we're well over that by now. So really, anybody else would like to add anything to this conversation?
You're looking at me. So,
Quick question for Eric. Yes. It's not Portugal related, but whereabouts are you in North Carolina?
Right now, I'm in a city called New Bern. It's all the way on the eastern part of the state.
Okay, I don't know that because I did a year abroad at university, and I was in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay, so New Bern would be no, Greensboro is closer to Raleigh-Durham. So you would be about 3 hours west would be Greensboro from where I am. So I'm 3 hours east of Greensboro right now.
Yeah,
close to the coast.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you say that. I mean, 3 hours, that's nothing in America, is it? But in Portugal, you can be halfway across the country in that time.
No, you will be more than a half, because 3 hours is basically starting from Braga and going straight to Lisbon by car.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fantastic thing about it, because you can go so many places, do so many things, and see
in
such
a short space of time.
In a day trip.
See, Sunday I'll be traveling 5 hours by car to get from here to Charlotte.
Right.
Yeah, so basically you can do from Viana do Castelo to Faro in 8 hours, I think.
Which is north to south for the people that don't know. Yeah.
And my question to you, Joel, if anybody's heading up towards Porto, Matosinhos, what should they do? Where should they go? What should they see? What's the mustn't miss things that you don't
not miss things? Okay, I'm going to avoid Porto. It's the downtown area of Porto.
Obviously,
Braga is not well known.
Yes.
Braga is not well known touristy. Guimarães is also not well known touristy, except for the old part of the city, where there also is the castle and everything, the first castle of Portugal. Viana do Castelo, which is also a little bit more northern, also not well known, and has amazing views. Vila do Conde and Póvoa de Varzim, also a city coast city, still in Braga district, but closer to Porto, which basically is about 30 to 45 minutes drive, not that far off. And I tend to go once in a while. I tend to go there. I like to go there. What else? Arouca, Serra da Arouca, which is known in Portugal, at least here in the north, for Pedras.
Is that the big bridge?
I think it also has the big bridge, but I'm not mentioning that. I'm mentioning the Pedras Parideiras, which is the stones that gave birth. Which is a little bit awkward, I know, but it also has a small village there with an amazing waterfall that you can see from the aeolic fans or winds or whatever. Then you turn against the village, you will see an amazing waterfall that it has there. I found once I was doing off-road with a couple of friends, and I took, currently I don't have because I lost that picture. I had an amazing picture where you would see the old village with those houses made of those brittle black stones. And the waterfall in front of it, just some things natural. It's the most amazing thing about the Portuguese country is those still explored and used, but not known to others, which you can visit. Serra da Estrela, it's a touristy area too, but more during the winter for snow and everything else. Although I'm not sure about the percentage of snow that could be used for snowboarding or skiing. Other places to visit: Viseu, definitely, for its being so secluded in the middle of nowhere between Serra da Estrela and the coast. Águeda, probably. Coimbra, which more known. More or less that in the north. I wouldn't say Fatima, because Fatima is more for those that are more religious inclined that want to visit there and everything else. Although it's still historical, like all the parts in northern Portugal where you can anywhere you can find either a monastery, a convent, or a church. So
yes, that is true. And but it doesn't go far before you find one of those, do you really?
Yeah, no. And usually here in Porto and Matosinhos, there are always those pilgrimages.
Yes.
You can find plenty of maps to do pilgrimage through and from, and you will always find amazing views, even by the coastline. Not mentioning housing and buildings on one side, but on the other, amazing natural views.
Right, I'm going to finish up with the comments because I've just totally ignored them. Somebody is cruising on the high seas and is wishing us good day. So I guess he might be Australian, possibly. Simon, Squire of the Shires. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Simon. Something is cozy and cosmopolitan. I think that may have been a reference to that little lounge we showed the pictures of. I don't know whether Lee has been on the old JP wine or something, but I don't know who Charlie Kirk, whoever he is, he's been shot dead.
On CNN now.
On CNN now.
Let's tune in.
No, but I might just twist the program a little bit.
Yeah.
Sardines. Yes, Portuguese sardines. Now, I made the hideous mistake once of saying this would actually be nice with a little splash of dry cider on it. And that didn't go down well.
Yeah,
that was I might have committed heresy. See, that was exactly exactly the reaction that I got.
I've got a question. Have you actually tried one of them in the fancy sardine shops that are in like Lisbon and the airport? Have you actually tried one in the can? Because I'm intrigued. Because
my father
used to get them in the
my
supermarket in the UK. What the difference is?
My father loves to eat sardines in cans.
There can't be that much difference, surely not. I wouldn't have thought.
It's smaller.
Yeah,
but usually, for example, when you have the Festa do Senhor Matosinhos here, the sardines, Festa do Senhor Matosinhos at São João, sardines, roasted sardines, roasted.
And they're grilled most often.
Assada, sardinhas assadas.
Yeah.
And it is, I'm not a fan of fish, as I previously mentioned, but sardine, you can smell the sardines during the local festivities, and it's always okay, fish, food.
I love sardines. I
do like sardines, but I'm told the best way to have one was just on bread, straight off the grill
with olive oil.
Outlaw Traveller
struggle though with the little bones, so I do eat the sardines, but I prefer to be able to sort of pull the bone away, whereas the ones they have in the
usually
you're just supposed to just eat.
My father only leaves the head and the tail and eats the whole thing with bones and everything, but I tend to be more fishy with the fish, so I leave the spine on it. But my father, he will eat. It will start like this: and 2 fingers on the tail, 2 fingers on the head, and eat it all.
Yeah, but was your dad a paratrooper? Was he a paratrooper in his days gone by?
No, it was a MP.
MP, right? But he was military, so that survival thing, you're not going to waste anything, are you? You're going to take
you
a
have
lot.
to eat the bones, though.
Yeah, well, it's one of the only fish, or very few fish, where you can eat the bones.
Yeah.
It's hard
to get used to that texture thing.
Well, I've always been taught that bone in the throat, and you're going to choke, but it doesn't.
Once you get over that, it's quite edible.
Well, you eat the ones in the tins, don't you?
Yeah, but they don't. Their bones have sort of like degraded, haven't they?
Yeah.
But I think when you get, like Joel says, the bigger ones on the barbecue, you have to like be able to munch the bones.
I think so.
And it's not a big thing, you just got to get used to this thing about, like, you can eat the bones. Obviously, if they're too big,
Stop being so British.
yeah, stop being so.
It basically all depends on the person. Personally, I don't like to eat the bones.
Yeah,
No.
You've been hanging around with Brits too much. That's your problem.
probably.
I don't know.
Right. I think we can call it a day. Thank you so much to everybody for turning up. We've done a lot of mileage. We've talked about a lot of things, and hopefully we've had quite a few viewers as well. Sarah, special thank you to you for turning up, because I know your time is quite precious. You've been marvelous. You've been the star of the show, really, basically. So,
thank you. I enjoyed it. It's been great.
Well, come again. Be a friend, or never be frightened to come back.
And Joel, fantastic Portuguese perspective.
And Simon is saying muito obrigado, actually with an S at the end, but
there's too much D's on that.
Yeah, but give Simon he doesn't live here, so he's got to get used to it yet. So.
Yeah.
And
Eric all the way from Carolina.
Eric, the solid.
Yeah.
Always done the solid.
Always done a solid.
I hope my connection didn't screw you up too much.
No, you managed through, kid. You managed through.
Thank you very much.
You take care of yourself, Eric, on your travels. Hope it all goes well. And I'll speak to you soon, I suppose. That's the best word I can say. Everybody on the screen, thank you. Love you all. Everybody take care. And we'll end the stream there and just sit back and relax a bit, shall we?
Boa noite.
Okay.
Boa noite.
Boa noite.